good. We in here. You look good, feel good, sound good.
Check.
Yo, we straight. How you feeling today, man?
Oh shit, we rolling. Oh shit, okay, we rolling.
Nobody been counting us in. That ain't no do like this. Alright, you're rolling.
Yeah.
I feel real good today, man. We in here with the Clearwater Studios.
Yes, sir.
I'm with my bro, man. 2'LIVEBRE. We in here today, man. This is going to be the most exclusive episode of the episodes, man. It's just been crazy how we were able to link up, man, and connect. Before I even jump into kind of just us, you feel me? Tell us a little bit about you and introduce our audience to you, man.
My name is 2’LIVEBRE. Born and raised from Nashville, Tennessee. An artist, actor, songwriter, cultivator. I'm just a representative of culture and a representation of black kids trying to do things in the community. Butterfly Nation, 2’LIVEBRE, that's one.
Yeah, shout out to Butterfly Nation. Butterfly Nation, definitely, man. What's Butterfly Nation? Let's tell the people what Butterfly Nation is. We're going to keep on shouting out Butterfly Nation. We got to just push the positivity behind what that means. So let's go ahead and tell people what that is.
Butterfly Nation is like a movement. It's a movement, period. Like, I can't even categorize it. We started as a nonprofit that is supposed to educate children with mental health issues, but also creatives that's trying to find themselves at a young age. We do events, that, have meaning behind it, for so that we do, we go out in the community, do things for the youth. We go mentor youth. We do everything, but the meaning of Butterfly Nation, period, itself is helping children spread their wings.
Yeah.
But also adults, artists evolve, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what Butterfly Nation is in a second.
Yeah, I see that. I definitely see that. I felt that when I first heard Butterfly Nation, and I kind of saw everybody, you feel me, and everybody wanted to develop, and everybody, you feel me, how you pour into everybody. I'm like, oh, I understand Butterfly Nation. So I had to go ahead and give it to the people, man, what Butterfly Nation was and how everything is going, you feel me?
Yeah.
Man, it's like, it's the summer months, man. It's like time to take the gloves off. We finna be like out here knocking them off, man. We got podcasts rolling, we got shows going, we got relationships brokering. It's crazy out here, man.
Life has been good. Yeah. So I know I'm on your platform to try to get you, your thing.
We here, we just talking.
This right here, this is my guy. Yeah. I respect him. We just really tapped in on a whole nother speed. So I'm just thankful that you had me on your platform and put me around your people and showing me genuine love. Yeah. Your future, brighter than anything that what you got going. You're a natural hustler, so I'm just thankful to be on your platform and give some of love my story and a little bit of my knowledge and just a little bit of my resources. Because my interviews, everybody knows, is very intentional. I don't just accept all interviews.
I know.
Like, I don't do anything.
Took me a while.
Yeah, like I don't do. I don't pop out just for everybody because I'm very, in tune with like where I want to put my spirit and my energy with folks. You know what I'm saying? It's very intentional. I want my son to be able to watch everything I do. Right. And be like, nah, it was for me. I'm learning something from where he at in that moment at his time. So. Yeah, I get that. I respect that. Shoot, that's why we connect. You feel me? Because that's how I try to be, man. Everything I try to do, I want to be intentional. I want it to be genuine. I want people to be like, dang, he poured something into me, you feel me? Or he ignited something in me. I want to be that for somebody, you feel me? Because somebody was that for me, so I got to make sure I get that same thing back. And that's why we connect, man. I see you doing that, and I definitely, I'm thankful to be, brought into your circle, you feel me? Put on your platform, brought around your people. I know you put my name in rooms, and I'm not even that, so I definitely appreciate that, man. You know how it is. But man, so we'll just jump into this podcast. This podcast is definitely gonna just help us get more into the story. You feel me? How you got to where you are today? You feel me? How we just gonna keep going, and just some of the backlight. You feel me? That people really wanna that we want people to know that's gonna get them past the things that we've been through, because we all, bro, we've all been through a whole lot. And it takes the struggle to produce, you feel me? The greatest outcome ever, you feel me? So I'm thankful for the struggle, you feel me? Yeah, definitely. Shoot, I've just been, vocal about like my upbringing, because I started in the music game early. I was, 13 years old when I professionally started doing music. Professionally, I always wrote and did music, but professionally as an artist, I was 13 years old. Like, I didn't have the normal childhood that everybody else got. That's why I barely had a real genuine friend. Like, I was just talking to Desi on the couch last Saturday. I was like, bro, like, my life is so weird because my dad was full time in the streets. My mama was, you know, a single mama, you know, raising me, but everybody see me and they just see positivity, but they don't understand like I came from a crazy environment. And, you know, my grandma was that family member for me, you know, where I felt sane, but when I lost her my high school year, when my career started getting off the ground, you know, it was hard for me, but I was coping, you know, still pushing through. And at the same time, you know, when I started going on tours, doing things with, you know, Miles Behavior, Young, and all that stuff, like that era of my life, 2 years later, you know, after we did the shows with Jacquees and all this, I had my best friend. He was originally just a hype man and a party promoter with his name was DJ Malik. That people that don't know and haven't been following my career, you know, we was like Kid and Play in the Ville, just doing house parties, mansion parties,
I heard about
all that type of stuff.
Hey, I was at your Waffle House last night.
I
got some food for your Waffle House.
All them type of vibes, you know, that culture, you know, that was my best friend. 2 years after I graduated high school, he ended up losing his life, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I always was falling short, like, like, people that I connected with. So, like, music was the only thing that I connected with as far as consistency in my life. Like, I got a crazy story, you know, like, I can go into details about it, but I don't even know where to start, you know, but, like, definitely was one of them kids, a lot of kids, they was trying to believe in, you know, trying to get a quick deal. You know, I was one of them people too, you know, at a point in my life and made a lot of bad mistakes. And it made me who I am today. And I'm just happy that, like, I got to experience it because I'm only 25 right now, you know, and I did take a step back from music in a COVID year. I was like, man, I ain't doing this no more. I didn't say it publicly, but, like, really mentally, I really feel like, hey, you slow down, but you still seeing me move. But realistically, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done, you know, but, like, I needed that time to myself to really feel. Like, I never got a chance to feel anything. You know,
I think that year, bro, I know every time I talk about that year, it kind of was like beneficial. Like, it just got to slow everything down. That junk is crazy because you'll never get a time in life where everything slows down like that.
No. You get the chance to talk to yourself if you did it the right way.
If you did it the right way.
You know, some people, you know, created their business in their time and, you know, created plans and strategy, you know. I took that time to, like, really focus on mental health. I did therapy deeply, you know, I created a family, you know what I'm saying? I, you know, set my boundaries, figured out who I want around me, cut off a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? To be able to be a better me, you know what I'm saying? That's what I did during COVID. And I feel like that was the best investment versus investing in all these businesses. I invested in myself. And I feel like people starting to see the fruit of the involvement of myself when I'm popping out now. They were like, hey, he ain't like a young pioneer anymore. This man a young man. He actually, you know, we got the shoes off the ground. You know, the nonprofit off the ground.
Shout out to the shoes. What tell them about the shoes?
Blanks, you know, it's another thing that we got out of Mexico. It's called Blanks.me. I partnered with them, and, you know, I got 2 collections of shoes out right now. One collection is done. I only do, like, a limited edition of every shoe because they all got meaning. You know, so, like, that right there, every sale goes towards, you know, a child that's want to be in a camp, you know, like a mental health camp or a creative camp or something like that. Every purchase, the proceeds goes towards that. So, like, I want to continue to, like, create these movements that represent, like, what I came from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
makes sense, bro.
Yeah,
make it make sense.
It's gotta make it make sense. That's the thing. We always make it make sense. So, like, that was something that I was definitely proud about in COVID year. You know, and another thing I kind of haven't been talking about, the Science TV show that we do every year. The new season is coming out this summer. I got to do my first acting gig during COVID year too for a movie. So it's like, COVID has been treating me well, you know what I'm saying? Like, music, I kind of stepped back from the BG, but, like, all the other adventures that God was showing me, like, in that time, was like, bro, you bigger than just an artist, you know, you're a facilitator. So, like, that's where I'm at right now, and this is beautiful to see.
Man, I already know it feel good, especially to see the fruit start to develop. So if you had a word, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the segments on the podcast. So this first word right here, this first segment is called the word walk. So if you had a word, you know, that kind of highlights your journey, that you just want to give to stick with people, what would that word be?
It would be legacy, for sure.
All right.
Legacy.
Explain, why did you choose legacy as your word?
Legacy, because, bro, every step is intentional with me. You know what I'm saying? Legacy, you know, people always say community. They see me and they see the community, but, like, my community, my legacy, everything I do is legacy, period. You know, relationships, my friendships. You know, if you even look into my friendship, every friendship I got there, I tell you I done did something to help them build along. But it's when I tell them I did it because it helped me expand my legacy. If I pour into you, it expand my legacy. I pour into my child, it expand legacy. Everything is legacy movement with me. So I ain't doing nothing else but to be remembered and inspiration and motivation to the next person. You know, so legacy breathe.
I like that legacy. We make sure we add that to the word while we gotta come back to that because that means a lot to me too. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Everything you do, especially like when you create relationships with people, the relationships that you create can get you further than anything in life.
Yeah.
So make sure you gotta be real intentional about those relationships. You feel me? And I'm finna add a word to the word while today. Intentional.
Intentional.
Yeah, you gotta be intentional.
That's the biggest.
Everything that you do. We got 2 words in the word while today. Legacy and intentional.
Yeah. Intentions is everything, bro. Like, honestly, man, like, that's one thing I really am on right now. Like, intentional thing. Like, I don't really care for a lot of stuff. People hate me for that right now. Like, it's like, I don't care. Like, a lot of these celebrities people be down for. It's like, I know what's really behind the doors now. So it's like, I don't waste a lot of hype energy, but I'll be trying to protect that too with my intentions because I can't spoil the people around me, they insight because they got to learn on their own. But, you know, like some doors or so, some events I don't really, you know, because my intentions as well with everything I do is like, it's not about no fame with me. It's literally about like, what God want me to be in this moment. Like when I perform intentionally for that even moment, like that is not about, oh, come celebrate me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, it's like, all right, somebody needs something from this. Not saying to preach away, but like I gotta be intentional about how I'm coming tonight. Like I just did a radio interview, you know, with one-on-one Ariana last weekend. She even know that's one of my closest friends, like outside of the music realm. You know, we really talk every day about just wild stuff, you know, so she know how I'm coming. Like interview, like it's like intentional. I don't want to be celebrated. Like don't talk about what I'm doing, Let's talk about something that's gonna make them understand me more. Because the people that's following me, they love me not only just for the music, they love how I'm walking, how I'm standing, how I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really intentionally pick what I do, where I go out, how I go out, what time I go out. It's a big thing with me, and people be confused, like, bruh, you need to be with this person tonight. I'm like, nah, I'm going to catch it again. I'm going to catch it again. I swear I'm going to catch it again. It's very intentional, bro. Yeah. Very. You waste a lot of time. Artists go through this depression. You know, and just creative lane, we'll just say artists, because video people, radio people, like everybody go to this depression phase because they overworking themselves and they don't realize it's quality over quantity. They realize it, but they don't realize it in their own self. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they gotta hustle so hard, but like you really don't. You just gotta be intentional. Be intentional because they gonna burn your ass out.
Thanks for tuning in with the Young and Hungry Podcast. Special thanks to Clearwater Studios. This episode is always powered by Inevitable Entertainment.
Can I say that? Yeah. They're gonna burn you out in this game. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be very careful with your space and your time. Make sure you constantly pouring into yourself and make sure you intentional with your surroundings. Because a lot of people, I don't know, I'm doing a lot of free game. A lot of people in the
we getting that, bro. We good.
A lot of people in the game, you know, they want to do the favor for favor, which is good. You know, you want to work for free, which is good. You know, with the right folks. Make sure you're intentional about who you're pouring into. Because, you be like, man, I got to get my network out there. I hear that all the time. I got to get my network out there. I try to tell people, all right, make sure you networking with people that's networking with you. Yeah. Because if you just doing it, you're going to end up getting X'd out. Now, you need to make sure that you build a network of people that's going to pour into you the same way you pouring into them. You know, because it's like, that's where this is. Then that's what I'm doing. You was at the BUTTERFLYNATIon weekend. Like, it's a bunch of artists that ain't never got a chance to hit a stage. Ain't never a chance to play their music from some execs. Like, and I'm giving them the opportunity to do it. They may get a deal. I don't need nothing out of it, but it's like, I'm really creating a relationship and a culture. Yeah. It's like a culture where they can come home to. This is a safe place.
Even being here, like bringing them to the studio. Artists ain't never been in.
Not in the real studio before. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, when I understood that, understood the intentions of it, it was like, all right, bro, like, I'm building a safe place where they can talk about, maybe I don't know about streams, maybe I don't know about DJs, maybe I don't know about this, how can I get on a video, how can I do this? Like, all this stuff, there's so much language that people don't know. And I was able to create that space. And now people are trusting me to to facilitate things for them and just off a phone call. I really can set up something in a phone call for a lot of people. So it was like, I just want to keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know. Like,
we rolled in a free game, y'all. We still giving free game.
Yeah.
Right, man. We keep going with free game. Everything here is gonna be free game. So we just gonna call this free game part 1, part 2, and 3, and 4, and keep going. But all right, so my next segment, my favorite artist is Meek. He is one of my favorite artists. But Meek means humble. So tell us a story, a time or a place, time that you were in your life, or something humbled you. It kind of made you realize, like, dang man, I gotta change it up. I gotta get to it. Feel me? Share some moments with us. A moment or so.
I try to do a moment.
All right.
Because every day is humbling in this game.
You know what I'm saying?
So the best story I'm gonna go with is just like, I don't know. I got so many raw stories. That's the thing. It's so real. But like, I remember I was going through this depression phase right out in college. Everybody was like celebrating me, and I was just on Netflix. I just got on tour. I was on tour too, and like I was just depressed the whole tour. I didn't understand it, like, and I felt like a puppy because like I realized on the stage, like, bro, like whatever I say, they gonna get hype. It don't matter. Like I can say boo boo blah blah, they gonna cheer for me because like they out there to have a good time. Like tour was not for me, you know what I'm saying? I felt like, you know, like I started thinking about my purpose on tour. I was like, fool, I can't waste no time because there's people out here that pay for these tickets and they ain't got a car to go back home. You know what I'm saying? Or they ain't got no food to go back home to. And that really humbled me when I came out the show and I started networking, talking to fans. And I seen that. I was like, dude, I'm wasting my gift. I'm out here talking about, I ain't telling my story and I got a story.
Yeah.
But I was still depressed on that phase. I came back home and I, like, bro, I really need to, you know, do some mental evaluation. And like, I'm telling you, I've been around like all y'all's favorite superstars. And I just was seeing like all you artists being depressed and faking it till you make it, and like going through things in industry was discouraging me. I remember I don't even know if I want to do this no more because you know, the more success you go, you think you're gonna be happier. That's why I was saying to myself, like, you're gonna be happier. But then when I seen it, like, bro, this dude is somebody everybody idolizing, he ain't even happy. So I'm pushing towards trying to find happiness and success. That may not ever happen in this field. So I remember feeling like that. Then one day, my cousin from House of Legends named Durant, he called me like, bro, DMX in town. We'll sit down, you need to sit down with him and chop it up with him. And I sat down, I'm at the barbershop. I didn't want to be anywhere around DMX because I feel me, some celebrities, they need their space. But DMX was very inviting, like, bro, you want an egg roll? And I'm like, I'm like, nah, really, I was hungry as hell. I was like, nah. He asked me again, man, you need to try one. We all try one. I had my sister with me. Cool. We were like, bro, later on, we're going to chill at the lounge and just chop it up. And we later on in that day, we chopped it up. Drove me in the truck. He drove the truck. He ain't had nobody drive me and shit. Drove me in the truck. We went to go get some alcohol. He wanted some Henny V. I don't know. We had a V in it because I remember because my sister, we called her V. DMX called her V. Okay. So they was sipping, we drinking, and I just started pouring out to him about what I'm going through in the game. I'm like asking him questions like, bro, do you regret anything? This. He's like, bro, I don't regret anything because it made me who I am. No matter what they say, he was telling me all this stuff, but he was just like pouring me so up, bro. Like in the darkest moment, he was like, bro, me and you, we one and the same. That's what I can remember. He was like, me and you, we one and the same. When I come back and I see you again, you gonna see what I mean. He was like, you can't worry about what your city think. He said, bro, I'm from whatever. And he said, I ain't never sold out in my hometown, ever. They ain't never gonna rock with you like you go somewhere they see you as a little cousin, they brother. You just going in, and I'm like, dude, I needed that. He was just like, bro, like, don't worry about it. Like, genuine people, we always come out on top. And just to hear that from somebody that's a legend on the just legend of hip hop, period. You know, like he legacy wise, it's definitely in the top 10. You know, and like you looking up to somebody that's gonna be on the wall of icons, and he talking to you and looking at you as like you being accepted. That was my first time ever feeling accepted in the hip hop game. That night I remember saying that. I like, damn. Like, but it humbled me, it re-humbled me. You know what I'm saying? Like, humbled me to a whole nother level where I reprocess and realize like I can still be who I am, and I don't have to dumb down myself to all these people. You know what I'm saying? I can stay the same, and my mistakes don't make me. I can have mistakes, and I still can push forward.
Yeah.
That was a live story.
Nah, that was it, man. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's real.
Yeah.
That's when it means something right there. Definitely. Definitely. See, that's what I'm saying. Intentional, bro. You gotta be intentional. That's real.
God been very intentional in my life, bro. Man, like every process be a move. Like I just step out on faith. That's how I tell people I'm very in tune. I'm not the normal person. I'm very in tune. Like I step in a position. People talking about the Rhythm and Flow show all the time. Like that was the night after the TSU homecoming show that everybody knows for me as I turned up. It was legendary. But I could have went home, or I could have went to an after party that night. But something in me, I didn't know what this opportunity was. I got in the car and drove to Atlanta for some white folks that said they want to talk to me about a TV show. And it was in a bust down hotel. Like this didn't look like it was gonna be something on Netflix. And I took that drive and took that risk. And this is because something my spirit told me I need to do it. Like and everything in my life has been that same type of feeling. It's never been. It's been strategic, of course, and intentional. But like I promise you, like every win of my life has been like off of that. Like all right, I'm gonna trust God. You know what I'm saying?
It's the only way we're gonna get through it, bro. It's the only way.
It's scary.
Dang, it's scary.
It's scary.
It is so scary. My other homie told me one day, walking out of my house, the only way I keep going is knowing that one day it's the faith of one day it's all gonna pay off.
Yeah,
that's real, bro. It's the only way you can, bro. Keep going.
It's gonna pay off, and he's gonna give you the preview before the movie comes. Anyway, like every step, you know, you just gotta remember the magical moments. That's why I journal a lot. You know, when that magical thing happened, that you be like, bro, I can't believe this happened. Write it down, fool. Because if you write it down, when you in your darkest moment, you gonna look at him like that. He already came through. You know what I'm saying? Like I got 3 journals. Like when I go on, you feel me? I'm passing out to my son. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 journals. I got a blue one and I got 2 red books. All my personal books are the red. You know what I'm saying? These are like all my steps from every success that I've had. Like every moment, the meetings, how I talk to folks, and like the people I met. Magical moment, like you can really be like, damn, like God was there. You know what I'm saying? He need to have that because like he's gonna be able to walk in that same energy I'm in. But I share it with some of my people. You know, when they come to career, they see my notes I had. I used to have in college. I had like this board in my girl house. It was sticky notes of like everything that happened like in the month. Like it would be crazy. Like it would just be crazy, and you just reflect on it. You be like, whoa, bro.
And start doing it.
God is like really present right now. You don't even know. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy, fool. And I'm happy I did that because I try to share that with like people, you know, y'all that's listening. Like, because once you start writing out these things, you're gonna be superior because you're not gonna forget, you know, because life is so heavy. You forget how you walking and who you are. You're like, man, nah, bro, today's a bad day, so this is who I am, you know. But like, you know, you forgetting all the magicalness you overcome. You know what I'm saying? You different. So yeah.
Dang, free game. It's getting real. It's free game. Free game 1, free game 2, free game 3, man. We've been giving so much free game. We don't even got to go into this game. So we can just hop like, when you hear the phrase young and hungry, how does it make you feel? What does it make you think?
Yeah, young and hungry. Bro, I know I'm too deep. When I hear young and hungry, bro, I always see I can see, you know, just for me, black humans, black human beings, friends, black folks, you know, trying to get it, trying to break generational curses, you know what I'm saying? And it's just perspective. You know, sometimes that people see the motivation and go the wrong route, but some people see the motivation and go the right. Yeah. So you can't never judge. You know, every Thursday I go to the juvenile system. I talk to kids. I pull in the studio, and I don't really post about it at all, but I do it every Thursday. But like, I could just see them and talk to them and connect to them on a different level because I realize like most of the time the young and hungry, they be in position of with friends that they don't have the right intentions on their life. So I'm trying to raise my son to be that friend for that somebody that's in juvenile. When they can be around him, he'll light that point to them where you ain't gonna be in juvenile or you ain't gonna be, because now I'm being that friend to them kids in juvenile. I'm being that friend to them where they like, nah, I see a bigger thing. Because I told them the other day, I'm like, fool, like being hard, being thug ain't, you know, sometimes it ain't about smacking somebody up. It's like, I'm gonna walk away from it because I got too much to lose. So I got a business.
Don't roll out frame.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, my fault. I'm out of frame. I'm talking too deep. I'm talking too deep. But like, young and hungry, bro, like, for our black community, bro, it's so much desensitization on what real is, and I'm trying to reframe that, you know what I'm saying? Because 2’LIVEBRE, I'm very positive, but trust me, if you was born a regiment, I would smack you up, bro. And I got some people that will push the line for me, but like, it's like, I don't even spread that light. I spread the light of like, all right, we can be successful and black, young black every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm trying to push that line for them black, young and hungry.
Yeah, man. Well, shoot, bro, I'm telling you, like, it's just real. Like I said, like I've been saying, it's real to see. You feel me? Like just to hear your journey, because I'm just, you know, I'm just coming along for a few months now. You feel me? At a great point, I feel. You feel me? Because I'm learning so much. You feel me? I'm being put in places. You feel me? Trying to do the same thing, trying to make it make sense. You feel me? We always say that. You feel me? Trying to make it make sense. So like, it's just crazy to just be sitting here with you, man. To be able to call you my friend, my brother. You feel me? I feel like I'm bro now. You feel me? Yeah. My mom still welcome me in. Yeah. Definitely just thankful to be here. So like, thank you for coming on the podcast.
I'm thankful to be here.
We got so much more that we got to do. So many more rooms that we got to be in, man. I already like, bro.
Know what's going on.
Like I'm telling you, from the what show did we do? The outside show.
The backyard show.
Yeah, the backyard
junk show.
The junk show.
It was dang, bro, I can't even talk about it because I don't even know who the artist is. Don't listen to the interview and be mad at me. Yeah. But yeah,
we remember y'all show. We're gonna shout that out a little later because I was there too, but I don't remember. Life just
it's been crazy.
A lot, man. Yeah. But from the night of that show, I'm just like, yeah, bro. Like it's so much that we gotta do, bro. Like that was a real motivational night, inspirational night. It's always like that though. When I'm out with you, bro. It's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, man. I mean, I feel like we covered a lot today, man. We changed a lot of lives.
Definitely.
Feel me?
And so it get crazy. You're gonna have more though. You know what I'm saying? You know, just keep. You know, if you watching this podcast, bro, and you love it, definitely subscribe. And if you want to hear more from me, just type in 2’LIVEBRE interview. You know, I'm gonna keep saying this in all the interview journeys, bro. You're gonna hear more stories and more testimonies, so you can get your mind right and in the right place. You feel me? So it's just a process, bro. ButterflyNation.me. You know what I'm saying? 2’LIVEBRE at 2’LIVEBRE. And I'm thankful for letting me be up on your platform. It's all love, brother.
Yes, sir. We definitely gotta get with production. We might gotta get you a podcast going.
Everybody
we want to hear more about 2’LIVEBRE.
Y'all gonna see every interview on YouTube. Everybody saying get a podcast.
Get a podcast. We gonna let production put his podcast together. All he gotta do is pull up and talk. So y'all want to hear more 2’LIVEBRE, man? Make sure you follow him everywhere, man. Make sure you follow the Young and Hungry, man. Like, share, subscribe. We love y'all. Thank y'all. And we are out.
Love.